Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? I guess one of the ways to make a video without having people photobomb or jump in my videos is to do them really late at night. So we're after 2 a.m. and the streets are pretty clear. So anyway, my name is Kent. I make EOS videos. And I want to talk a little bit about what happens, or the big picture as far as the blockchain is concerned, and kind of what happens in times of FUD, which is where we're at right now. And I would say we're in extreme times of FUD. One of the things I do every day is I watch the EOS news, or I try to keep up with the EOS news, because I make a nightly video, and I do it because I want to keep up with EOS and I want to find out everything about EOS. So I read, I would say like an hour or two before I make this video, I pretty much try to find everything I can find out that's going on in the world today about EOS. And I would just tell people this right now, not to get enamored or not to get too involved with the FUD, because the FUD right now is pretty overwhelming. And from my perspective of being out there every day and preparing for this video and watching all the FUD going on, it's pretty dramatic right now. In fact, I saw where Hawkinson, the Cardano developer, is now saying FUD against EOS, talking about some stuff. You can read it if you want. I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't agree with it. But I would say that, you know, what I do sometimes, and it's easy to get, pessimistic in times like this. It's easy to get carried away with all the FUD, but I would say right now is a great time to watch some of the overview videos. Some of the videos that really get you out of this downtime and start thinking about the big picture, about the possibilities. I mean, I talk about that all the time on my videos. I would happen to think that people watch my videos probably would say that I'm more of a person who talks about the overall blockchain more than I talk about technical stuff or anything like that, because I do believe that is what it's about. It's about a banking system, a global banking system that doesn't work anymore. It's about billions of people that are non-people because of infrastructure. It's about a supply side chain of movement of goods around the world that doesn't work. It's about technology that could make everybody's lives better. This is the technology that we're talking about with EOS. This is the future. This is what's going on, and this is why you sometimes have to step back from all this negative stuff, and you got to see the big picture. And the big picture is the only way a lot of the world's problems are going to get solved in the future is by something like a distributed database, is something of an internet that has the availability for not to be all the barriers that there are today, and not to be centralized today, the decentralized internet. That is the future, and this is going to solve an enormous amount of problems. And there's some really good videos out there. In fact, I think I have one that I usually watch in times of down times where I need to get kind of the big picture perspective back and start thinking about in positive ways about things, rather than look to day-to-day events and say, oh my gosh, another awful day with something new news about how bad EOS is, or where it's going. Or I think today they had some other stuff going on too. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff I don't want to go into because, like I say, it doesn't help. What does help is to figure out where you're at and see opportunity. And the other thing that helps is to see that this is going to be the solution for a lot of problems in the world in the future. That's what does help. And to realize that these downtimes sometimes they're not always negative when you're in a downtime. Sometimes there's a lot of good things can happen in downtimes. Don't look at the downtimes as only something bad because the price is down. I watched a guy the other day that was about Ethereum, and he had bought an Ethereum when Ethereum was real low, and then he watched it go over it was over $1,000, and then he's watched it drop back below $100, and he was like, no, this isn't bothering me. I'm okay with it. You know, I'm a little depressed, but not really depressed. But you could tell through this whole video he was just like fighting back to tears because the guy lost a lot of money. So you gotta understand that you can't just you can't live and die with these things, with prices going up, prices going down. You got to look at the big picture where we're going and know that you hang on during these times and you'll get rewarded in the better times, and realize you're going to lose some money sometimes, and you're not always going to be 100%, and you're going to be up and down. This is the space we're in. This is the way it's at. This is a new technology. But I'm going to put a video below that I usually watch when things aren't going so well. And you know, if you want to watch it, it's a good bigger picture as far as EOS is concerned, and the blockchain. and how this is future technology, and we should be excited, and we shouldn't look at these times as something that's never going to change, because they are going to change. They will get better. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.